What's up, YouTube? It's Ask the Young One with CreateHigherVibrations.com. Today I wanted to do a quick video reference being re-victimized. Getting a lot of people talking about after they've went through the experience with a narcissist or with a sociopath or just toxic people in general, and they've spent time focusing on themselves, that when they go out and they start meeting new people, they're actually meeting more of the same. And I have a couple of thoughts on this, so I hope some of it makes sense to you guys. And I really can talk through my own experience and through coaching other people and seeing how their lives have changed with things. And before I go into it, I do want to mention that we do one-on-one coaching that really focuses on you and your healing. So I wanted to throw that out there. If anybody's interested, you can send me a message, go to the website, or message me on YouTube, look me up on Facebook, whatever it needs to be. But my thoughts on the whole getting re-victimized when we're meeting new people, and it comes down to how much work we've actually put in for ourselves. How many things have we actually healed? Have we healed from the narcissistic relationship, or have we actually dug deep and healed the things that led us into the narcissistic relationship? Because that's going to be the difference on meeting other people, and if you're meeting more of the same people, or if you're meeting people that are a little bit more advanced in self-love and caring and compassion. And those are the things that we have to look at. So if you're going out and you're meeting people and you're dating people and you're finding out that you have all the knowledge in the world because you've watched a lot of YouTube videos about what all these things narcissists do are, and you've gained this knowledge, but yet you're still meeting these people and it's helping you, which is good. But the key is to get to the point where you're not meeting those people. And so I have a couple of things I want to express on that. And it really comes down to your vibe attracts your tribe. It comes down to understanding energy. We are energy. Understanding that when you are functioning on an unconscious, low vibration, you're going to attract unconscious, low vibrational people. It's going to happen. So when you start healing some of the things that got you into the narcissistic relationship in the first place, and you start releasing some of that negative emotions out of the unconscious, some of those childhood traumas that keep you going back for more. When you start releasing some of those things, it starts to raise your vibration. Because when you start releasing those things, you replace them with more self-love. And when you can replace more self-love within that unconscious darkness and bring in that shadow self of yourself that you really can never see, but you get to feel it through triggers, you start adding more love to those things, and it starts raising your frequency. Once that frequency gets raised, you're going to start attracting more people on that same frequency. And you can always judge this by the people that you're around and what types of people that they are, the people that you're attracting. You can reflect back and say, okay, do I need to do some more work? Because these types of people are not working for me. This isn't what I want. I don't want more pain and suffering. I want to heal. I want to attract people that aren't going to be out to try to continue more suffering upon myself. So you really have to pay attention to these things. Like, it's not all about just watching constantly. You can only spend so much time learning what a narcissist is. The whole goal of these relationships, as horrible as they are really your core soul divinity within you, triggering you to awaken yourself so that you can heal yourself, so that you can move forward and live a joyful, happy life. And that's really the lesson within these relationships. And until we do these things, we're not going to move forward. We're going to continue meeting the same types of people. So it's imperative to understand your energy and where you're coming from. We can say all day, I can finish this video and say, love yourself first. What does that mean? That's the thing. For most people, don't necessarily understand the depth that it takes to truly have core inner self-love. And it takes work, especially after these relationships. And it doesn't, the work isn't watching more and more of what a narcissist is, because the one thing that we have to understand is you're trying to understand the darkness of another person. And until you can recognize and understand your own darkness and your own shadow, you'll never fully understand what that person is. You'll never be able to see that, and you won't be able to see it in other people. So you continue to meet these people until they show you what that is. And personally, I had this experience early on, and the very first person I went on a date with was a borderline. Nothing against borderlines, just not my type. So, it told me straight up I needed more work. So I really didn't date anybody or go on any more dates for, I would say, almost a year and a half after that. So I worked on myself. I had to heal these things. I had to raise my vibration. It's kind of why I named my website Create Higher Vibrations, because that's the goal. That's the goal of things, is to create these vibrational levels that will not attract these toxic people into our lives. This is how we get rid of these toxic people, is we create a higher vibrational frequency within ourselves through love and gratitude and compassion, starting with ourselves, that these people will not even flow into our lives. And it works. It's universal law that no two opposing energies can be on the same level. So if you're healing these traumas that got you in the relationship in the first place, you're raising your frequency, you're raising your vibration, you're raising your self-worth, you're raising yourself up. These narcissists and toxic people will always be on a low vibration. They cannot function on a loving vibration. They can't do it. And in order to get to heal ourselves, we have to find the soul within us before we can find a soul mate outside of us. And it's very important to understand that. It's extremely important to understand this if you want to move on and have a fulfilled life. And so hopefully some of this explains some of it. I don't like to spend a lot of time because it's such surface-based stuff, but at some point you really have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on you. You have to take the focus off of the narcissist, or else you're just going to keep creating the same pattern, creating the same cycle. It's like where your energy goes, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if your attention is constantly, what is a narcissist? What is a narcissist? Why is a narcissist? Why is this? This is where your energy's at. So until you break that and start putting your attention onto yourself and raising your own energy and raising your own vibration, you're going to keep attracting these situations. And honestly, I promise it works. I promise you, if you heal yourself, you will not attract these people. I promise. It's a fact. So I hope this video helps. Again, if anybody wants to work one-on-one, you can get a hold of me however you need to. I do have a special code that I can give you. If you do 3 sessions at one time, it'll knock, I don't know, like $85 off. So I hope this video helps. Hope some of the information gave you guys something to think about. And like I said, I understand the validation and spending a lot of time of trying to understand a narcissist and trying to understand these dark people. But you got to understand yourself. And once you understand yourself, things will start clicking a lot more as to why, how, and how much further you need to go with yourself. It's a life journey, but you have to start the journey. You can't keep staying in that same cycle. So, like I said, I hope it helps. And until next time, namaste.